just setting up. I'm hot and getting ready for today. I have my Christmas party today, and I thought I would do a live because it has been crazy. If you see on my community tab, I was actually in a car accident a week ago. Yay. Hold on one second. I'm setting up, like I said. I'm wondering if like this would be okay. Let's see. Oh, these bangs, you guys. I have been struggling lately. I wanted to hop on because I have had some major life updates, and I think the devil is truly trying to get to me today. Not gonna lie. And I want to kind of go over some things that I plan on having for 2024. Ooh, look at this. Okay. There. I think that's better. Anyway, I have had the worst start to 2024. I refuse to allow it to get me down. If you want to know how to do this hairstyle, I can show you guys super easy. So I just kind of wanted to have a little chat before things get crazy for me. I gotta leave here soon. I gotta do a whole bunch of cleaning. I got in a car accident on Saturday, and it has been a nightmare. I hurt my neck. So what happened was I apparently was going too slow for a semi, and the semi thought, well, we're just gonna pass her like it's, no big deal, like everybody else does, right? The speed limit was 55. I was going 55, 56, and it blew open my hood. The hinges of my hood tore into like the side panels of my car. It busted my windshield. It popped off my rear view mirror. It what else? Things went flying out of my engine. The hook fell off. All these things. Anyway, it dented my hood and my roof. And I have a 2014 Ford Escape, titanium. So it's kind of like the limited edition thing. I'm gonna get us something to drink. And I come to realize, I'm like, great, this is literally just starting 2024. I was trying not to have any issues going into 2024. I didn't want to have anything like to give me bad karma or anything like that. So, stealing some of my daughter's juice. I'm like so warm looking. I hope I'm not getting sick, but anyway, ever since then, it was like one thing after another. I'm taking my allergy medication. Sorry, guys. And I could not get a hold of anybody through Progressive. That's who I have for my insurance. And they took their sweet time. Sweet time. I'm talking like this happened on a weekend where I needed somebody to get back to me. If you're wondering why I had to hold my neck, it's because I'm pretty positive I have whiplash and I hurt my neck. So I have to go to the doctor because because I never was able to, because I didn't know if my insurance would cover it, and they would have got mad. It would just led to a whole, what is going on with my phone, you guys? It would have led to a whole spiel. I have had some issues ever since then. I'm going to be open and honest and frank with you guys because this is what's been going on. So after that, my brain just literally could not catch up to what was going on the screens. So that's why I posted, I'm like, I cannot do this. Live last weekend, it was like things were moving, but my eyes or my brain couldn't catch up. So it was like, I could hear it and I could see it, but it was like, there was a delayed like visual for me. I have had the worst night sleeping. In the back of my head right here on the base of my skull, it feels like somebody just went like this real hard, and it's just gotten worse. I took a muscle relaxer this morning. It didn't really help. So when I tilt my head back this as far as I can tilt it without it hurting. I'm going to go to the doctor before I go to my Christmas party, which is a half hour away. My car is still drivable, but it just needs a lot of work done now. And there's that. So I try not to be on my phone at all. Thank goodness my daughter was not with me during that time. She was actually with her dad, and we are not together. But I got help from somebody else, and they were very lovely. Thank you if you're watching. And they took off the hood of my car because otherwise I could not strap it down because it's that bad. If you want to see like a picture, I can add that into the community tab. I don't know if I can add pictures in here. I don't know. Maybe I can. We'll see. No. But anyway, I had been going through that. And then Sunday was New Year's Eve. And I still couldn't, like have my brain catch up with things, obviously. And my daughter was coming back to me that afternoon. And then my daycare lady decided last second at 5:47 p.m. she was going to ask everyone from the daycare if she could have New Year's Eve off because she had her family Christmas. I don't know how you can forget a Christmas with your family and you let basically all of your clients know last second, less than 24 hours ahead of time, that you wanted to take New Year's Day off. I was totally fine with it, had no issue, but I had already told her previously to her messaging me, I can't read all these messages because I can't keep up. Like my brain can't see it, because of everything being delayed. And then my daughter came, and then I had to cook supper, and then I had to give her a bath, amongst like cleaning, 5:47 to like 7:30. This is what I'm doing. And I had 6 messages on my Facebook, and then she deleted 2 of them. So that would have been 8. I had texts from her and nothing about like, oh, I'm sorry. I hope you're feeling better. Da, da, da. No, it's all about her. And that's how it's been. And it was just very unprofessional with little like regard to anything that I was going through, like nothing. She admitted she was in the wrong, which was fine. But keep in mind, this has been an issue since my daughter turned 1 in April. She's been very rude to me, on and off, and I just kind of bit my tongue. And she was continuing to feed my daughter dairy when I told her when we first started she has issues with it. We're getting allergy tested. She knew about it, and she was continuing to still feed my daughter dairy when she knew she had a cow allergy to dairy. And we found out July 4th, and she knew this, that she is lactose intolerant and allergic to cow's milk. But she still continued to feed her dairy. The cow that broke the feather that broke the back, I'm gonna tell you. It was in May after I realized, like, okay, it was 94 degrees out. It was so hot. It was like we didn't even have a spring. I'm sure you guys all remember. And I'm driving home. I'm driving to pick her up after work, and it's about 3:30, 4 o'clock. They were out at the school. What was that? The school park. Had no issue. I'm like, oh great, she loves to be outside, right? I come there, well, she tells me, she's like, oh, I forgot her shoes. She sent me a voice note. She's like, I forgot her shoes and her hat and her sippy cup at the house. You want to go grab her stuff and then meet us at the park. No big issue, right? It's like, oh, that's fine. I go there, and my daughter's sunblock is half gone. And mind you, this is like not cheap sunblock. Okay. It's half gone. And she had told me she didn't put sunblock on her. I come there. She has my daughter, toddler, mind you, in a baby harness for up to 6 months of age. She's 1 year, 1 year and a month. She had her in a baby harness. Baby harness, one of those gray ones. You know what I'm talking about. strapped against her chest. You could see like an indentation when, things get too tight like that. It was like that across her back. And my daughter was drenched in sweat. She had no shoes, no hat, no drink, no sunblock. And it was 94 degrees out, standing in direct sun with this lady. And I didn't know whether to cry because I felt like a bad mom because I'm leaving her there, or to like freak the fuck out, pardon my language. But I took a few days to digest it. I talked to her dad, I talked to my parents, I talked to multiple other people, and I was like, how do I write something back to her? Because I'm really concerned at this point. And I knew with my daughter's sunblock, it was like this big, like a full-size tube. And it was half gone. And it was very expensive. It's like the Think Baby brand from Target. And I found her bottle, her sippy cup. It had milk, or it must have had yogurt with water in it. Mind you, I have offered her over and over, like, do you need anything? Like, can I provide an alternative? Do you need a stroller? I have it in my vehicle every single day. Still in my vehicle right now, just in case, like, I take her somewhere and do something. She always tells me no. Always tells me no. I have offered a bouncer to her while my daughter was young. I offered a swing while my daughter was young. I don't know where the swing went. I'm sure she probably threw it away. I asked her if she wanted some snap pea plants around this time, and she threw it away. She tried saying that her cat got into it, which is a lie because I had already seen it out by her door, and she just chucked it. And it was full of like peas. Like it was like, if she didn't want it, she could have offered to me not to take it or bring it back. My daughter had a high concentration of lead in her blood around this time. So I was like, hey, can you feed her with this filter? I bought her a 0 water filter jug, and she gave that to her best friend. She put my sunblock that I bought for my daughter and put it on all the kids besides my daughter. I know this because her best friend basically said that. Actually, she did say it unintentionally. And Kayleen is a great person. Bless her heart for finding God. But I don't know. My daughter's safety really concerns me. And I am really concerned about the other children. Mm-hmm. She had gotten a notice saying that she was, what's the word? She was over by 6 kids. She's unlicensed. She had 12 kids. You're supposed to only have 6 under a certain age, and she had 6. And at the time, she had 12. You're supposed to have under 6, and one of those has to go to preschool for over half the day. So she was trying to, get rid of people. Anyway, I was very upset when she was just nonstop harassing me about taking the following day off. I had no issue with that. What she didn't understand is I literally can't keep up with the screen. She wouldn't give me any time to read her messages. I was like, I'm trying to get Adeline ready for food. I'm trying to, make food. I'm trying to, it was all within 2 hours. My daughter goes to bed at 7:30. And she's like, well, fine then. And then she wanted me to ask my own boss if she could email her a statement of how much I would have been making that day. And they would have figured it out. I'm like, I don't even why are we getting to this point? Like, I don't know, any daycare that wants a note from their employer, their daycare's parents' employer, saying that they have the day off and how much money I would have made. Like, what? Who does that? I just said it's fine. I'll figure it out. I'll have to make accommodations. Not a big deal, but I would like to know the dates in advance. I can't just randomly take off because you want a day off because you let us know last second. I get sickness happens, but she doesn't even take days off when her kids are sick. Like, my daughter and all these kids there have been so sick every single week. And there's nothing. Like, they're it's only like privacy stuff when she wants it to, be that way. And long story short, I basically gave her all these dairy alternatives for her, and I said, "Will this help?" Gave her a box full of them, and I said, "Let me know if that runs out." I gave her soy milk. Oh God, this girl. I gave her other stuff before. We recently, right before Christmas, donated $128 worth of goods because she was said she was helping a family in need. And then come to find out, she saved the milk. She saved like a lot of these things for herself. And now this family is moving. And it's just like, I don't know what's a lie and I don't know what's the truth at this point. But anyways, after I told her, yeah, it's fine, I just have to make accommodations, but please know that like no, not everybody gets off New Year's Day. Even though you want it off, not everybody gets off. And normal daycares, you have to tell these parents in advance that you're taking off certain days or you have to be gone by a certain time. She like not even 24 hours before, like what? And I'm just, and with all her stuff being just so unprofessional, with bombarding me with messages, full knowing I can't even read them, that I have to take my sweet ass time to read them. She hands me a 2-week notice saying that she doesn't want to watch Adeline anymore, and she thought I was going to read her little letter that she gave me. I did not, nor do I even care. My daughter's safety, means more to me than the world. Her safety and health. And you literally, if she's watching this, we're literally poisoning my daughter, causing her GI issues, causing her constipation, causing her uncomfortable stomach aches and cramps. And yet I'm the bad person because I got back to you later with saying okay and calling you unprofessional at best because you literally don't care about anybody else besides yourself. Like, you are unprofessional. Sorry to say it. But that being said, I don't care at all. I was trying not to stress about it, trying not to stress about my car, trying not to stress out about any of it. At this point, I don't even care. And then, like, I'm dealing with these neck issues still. Like, as you saw, I can't even barely drink. And trying to call these places for daycare. We may have something temporarily for a few weeks, but I may have to quit my job in order to go to this daycare, which is fine. I'll just figure something else out. And that made me really open up my motivation and drive. If you're hearing and seeing all these like different things, I have been having so many pop-ups on my phone, so I apologize. That gave me the motivation to drive to say, F all of this. I am so sick of having people treat me like crap and trying to walk all over me. And I'm done. Like, I'm done at this point. And I'm done with people that don't want other people to succeed. I have always been a cheerleader, mind you, a cheerleader. My mom was a cheerleader. I'm talking like physical cheerleader. And like motivational cheerleader and just general, I am going to be your biggest cheerleader and your best friend for your own happiness. And oh God, it'll make me cry. I will do that even for strangers. I will do that for people that have stabbed me in the back or that even talk smack about me behind my back, because I would never want to be that person that is that mean and horrible and spiteful person. I do believe karma and justice will come eventually for this daycare lady and how she has treated people, my daughter and myself. I've seen her only get worse. But that being said, I have been so on edge lately. Because with all of this going down, the car issue, the daycare thing, possibly losing my job because I have no daycare, and she doesn't care. This daycare lady doesn't care. There is a daycare shortage. There's no daycare around here. And I live a half hour from everything because it's more centrally located. I live on my own with my daughter. I'm a single mom. And so like all these little things are not good. They may seem small. I don't have any family around. I don't have any friends around that can just drop everything and watch my kid. I don't. If I move back to my hometown in Minnesota, I literally would be dealing with the same thing. Same thing. I would have to drive an hour, if not more, to get work. So more than what I do now. I would have to find somewhere for my daughter still to go to daycare, and there's a shortage. Like there's nobody. So I'm really contemplating on watching little ones for my house part-time and see how that goes. I love kids. I really do. With my daughter, I do preschool program with her already. Not like the actual, like there's things you can get every month, but we go over letters, shapes, number. I mean, she can count to 10. She loves to sing the ABCs. She's been advanced since, well, technically they'll be since she was born. She said mom and mama within 24 hours, and she couldn't stop talking ever since. And I thought I was going insane, but no, doctor clarified that it is extremely rare, but it happens in like less than 5% of babies per year. I think it was less than that actually. But he was like, good luck. And she's been saying 2-word sentences since she was 5 months. She has not stopped talking since she was born. I mean, talking as in like they start babbling and then they start doing words. By 5 months, she said, okay, yes, thank you, done. She knows sign language, done, like all these things. And I don't want to have what I'm going through affect her, and that will make me cry because I love her so much. She is my best friend, and for anybody who says don't be best friends with your child, you have not had a child. Because everyone I know has been best friends with their kids, and from what I'm going through and being a mom and a parent, she is literally my inspiration and my rock and determination. And I want that to be a driving force. So if I have to watch anybody else's children temporarily, I will. I will never, ever, ever, ever treat any child like this previous daycare did. Like, I would hope and pray that I would treat them a lot better. I love kids. I worked in the school system. I worked in elementary school, and I also worked in high school. I used to be an instructor for cosmetology, and I always wanted to be a preschool teacher or a kindergarten teacher. Cheers to anybody. But I'll cry if I continue to think about it because I'm trying, oh goodness, what is this? I'm continuing to try to like be positive. And that's the one thing I've been working on the last couple of years is optimism and really laying on my prayer to the Lord and giving it to him. I did ask my neighbor if she could watch Adeline for a couple of weeks. I mean, even if it's part-time, if Colton has to take a day off, I have to take a day off and have her just watch Adeline 2 days a week, or go very part-time for a couple of weeks until this lady opens up. Being in Iowa, I don't live too far away from the Perry shooting, which has been so unfortunate. And there's so much going on that a lot of people don't know, even behind the scenes. Just like the local communities, all this will make me cry. These poor little ones that are losing their lives. Oh God. Like schools have really gone downhill, and it makes me very upset because when I was in elementary school, I didn't have to, like be afraid of anything like that. And I don't want any kid to like think that's okay. I don't want any child to like be fearing for their life when they go to elementary school and they're in art class or music class and they're singing like, like ABCs or even Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, Oh gosh, I shouldn't have put mascara on. And having that 6th grader lose his life because they were just going to school, like that hurts my heart.
I don't want my daughter to go through that. And there's so many co-ops, homeschool co-ops that have started around here, just to keep kids out of public school systems because of the dumbing down of society, basically. And, hearing the whole, like, thing, like, just, it's a hot mess. Like, our society is a hot mess, and not because of all of us, it's because of our government and the people that are really at play and running the show. It's not our fault, you guys. So don't even think that. Like, we're all struggling. Um, but I really want to do a homeschool co-op with my daughter. And what that brings down to is I have to boss up as a mom, as a individual in society, as a concerned parent and citizen. We all need to take accountability for our children and our circumstances. There's so much free help around there, like mental help. That being said, with all this aside, if I don't find extra income, and my whole goal has been to, like, get monetized on YouTube just as a side income to help with all of this going on. It's been my goal for the past, like, 2 years, since before my daughter was born. So if you're watching this, you're 26 minutes, almost 27 minutes in, I appreciate you and I love you, and I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you if you're continuing to watch this. Because all these hours and the time that you take to watch these things help me boost up my hours of, hopefully one day getting monetized. And it's not a lot of money, you guys. You don't pay for anything, but it's pennies. It's another opportunity for me not to worry about, like, where my daughter's gonna go, or if I'm gonna have a house. I don't have a house. I live in a townhome apartment, a 1-bedroom, and I don't even know if I'll be here come February because if I have to quit my job, I won't have income coming in. 1 second, I'm gonna grab something. Ow! Goodness, my daughter is like chairs. She loves to move around. I have to get it. But, oh my goodness. Here we are having the real talk right now. I wanted to bring this over because I want some transparency, and that's how I feel like things are the way they are. And I really want to be open and transparent about how the YouTube monetization goes, because I feel like there's so many, like, common misconceptions when it comes to that. And I want to note some good things that I will be doing this coming year. Rain, snow, rain, snow, sleet, or hell or high water. I'm going to do this. Being a creative individual, been in the beauty industry now for 13 years. I have traveled to do hair, and Rachel, if you're watching, I love you, bless you, thank you. I still want to come out to LA, please. I need a vacation. I love being creative. I love having my brain take these issues that, you or I or anybody else are having with either their hair, health, or beauty. Because if you don't know, I also co-own a gym down in Southeast Des Moines, and we're 2 years away from, like, actually making money. The pandemic set us behind $200,000. So I'm going to write this down for you. If you're in Des Moines, in Southeast Des Moines, definitely go and check us out. I want transparency, so I'm writing this down. I have options. If I move back home to Minnesota, I can live with my best friend Basically, I would have to get rid of everything I have. YouTube, my creative freedom would be gone. That's just how it is. So I really don't want to do that. As you guys know, this channel is all about saving money, saving time, saving sanity. And I don't want to have to, well, I don't want to, but I don't want to have to move and cause more issues for myself the next 2 years. I'm 35. I don't want to have to pay more out of state taxes. And that was a nightmare. The first year was horrible. I won't have any money. All the money I saved up will be gone. Everything. I don't know what to do, but I'm trying to brainstorm ideas with you guys, and I feel like YouTube can really be my saving grace here for all of you that support me already, and have reached out to me. I love every one of you for being supportive of me. I love my best friends for watching this. But if you know me, and you know who I am, you know who I am as a person, I am never, ever one to give up. Ever. Even if I'm bawling hysterically on a live. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling, but there's like not a lot I can blow out. I wanted to bring this whiteboard over because I know there are a lot of videos I want to make, and I do have some good things coming up. I don't want to jeopardize my only happiness and freedom and, you know, my health and safety for my daughter. If anything, I might have to move in with her dad again, and that was not healthy for either one of us. He's still battling a lot of PTSD issues, and he really has a bad, oh my God, I need to figure out what to do with these things. He has a bad communication style. Oh my gosh, I can't even with these things. He's a narcissist. He refuses to get help. He's never wrong. And I just don't want to be in that situation with mental or verbal abuse again. It's just not healthy for either myself or my daughter, or even him. If this daycare lady in the opposing town will take my daughter, I still have to buy a couple of weeks. If she can take her. She said she would, but she needed a couple weeks because they decided to homeschool their children after all this shooting stuff, which, bless her heart, and one is in kindergarten. I said, my daughter would be perfect to sit in that. She's already in the preschool program. We had a good conversation last night, so I'm really praying and hoping to God that she's able to go there. I don't know. I feel like I'm just letting myself down even more talking about all these like things, but I'm going to write down my goals. I wonder if I can write this backwards. Oh my goodness. This is like, oh good Lord. Backwards. Woo! I wrote that backwards. That looks terrible, but look at that. Goals. 2024. If you're still watching this, I'm going to write down my goals for YouTube and influencing, because I was making a good side income with influencing, and I started it all before TikTok. So I'm going to be writing down my goals for 2024. And if you have any video ideas for YouTube, put them in here and let me know. Being that my YouTube channel is a lifestyle channel, it has all the things, like I said, for saving money, saving time, saving your sanity. I'm debating really hard if I should change my name on here, but I really like what it is right now. Maybe I need some sun coverage. But I don't know. Maybe that'll come in time, but I have a lot of video ideas that I want to do, and I'm going to be writing that down. If I can go a full month without working or working very part-time and figuring it out with my daughter's dad and figuring out how we can do this part-time until the state care lady can take her, and I pray to Lord she can. And then I'm not going to let that stop me from what I'm going to be doing here. For YouTube, I am currently at, for followers, I don't know if it changed, but for followers, I'm at 412. This is backwards to you, but I'm at 412. I need goal 500. So what is that? You know what I mean. My brain is shot. What is that, like 80, 87, 80, 88 followers left? In order for me to get to the first step in monetization. I'm itching. Watch hours are how often you all watch my content. So if you're going to watch this through, I plan on doing this for an hour. If you watch this through, it will tell me, oh, your watch hours went up by an hour. I did have 1,538 hours a couple of days ago. 1,538. I am down 1,508. So I'm down by 30 hours because it goes on a 360 clock. So like a lot of people spiked up and watched one of my videos that I posted almost a year ago. So I'm down 30 hours just in a couple of days. I need to make up those 30 hours. So I will be putting a playlist. If you want to help me with my watch hours, I will put a playlist underneath my playlist. So if you go to my channel, it'll say Sabian Style Playlist. And those are all of my videos. If you would like to help support me, what you can do is go to my playlist and just click on it and then press play it or play all, and let your TV run, let your phone run while you're cleaning or whatever you want to listen to it or watch it. Basically, those 70 videos will help me with gaining my watch hours. In order for me to hit my goal of watch hours, I need double that. So I need another 1,500 watch hours that I've been working on for this past year. So basically total, I need I'm gonna write this your way. So basically, add that up, I need 3,000, oh gosh, I hope that, watch hours total. I only have around 1,500. I'm only halfway there. I need 88 or whatever it is. Do the math for me. More followers here. Followers are better, which is great. Thank you all. But it's the watch hours that I really need. So please, if you want to help me without paying for anything at all, something free to help somebody support their daughter and they and they won't be homeless, go to my playlist or watch all my videos, and that will boost my watch hours, and I won't know anything until basically the following day. So my goal is we're gonna shoot for $1. So I'm gonna say 100. I need 100 followers. Oh my gosh, writing this backwards is hard. My pen or my marker. I can't even write. Followers. You know what I'm talking about. Looks terrible. I need another 1,500. Oh wow, I'm shocked I can write this good though. 500. Watch hours. We're gonna do abbreviations here. That is. Just pretend that I didn't do that part. Ooh, I need another 1,500 watch hours. And I need that ASAP. I'm so shocked I can write that well backwards from the screen. So I'm going to shoot above because people drop off every once in a while. So another 100 followers. I need another 1,500 watch hours. 1,500 watch hours can be done if I get your support and you guys watch all of my videos. If I get, so I have 400, oh good Lord, 400 and, oh, this marker, 412. If I get 100 of you guys to watch my playlist, that would spike me up. I think like I said, I have 70 videos total. A couple of those are an hour long. So that would give me roughly about 500 of those hours. Now, if all of my followers decide they were going to do the playlist, bless your heart, if you guys all decide to do the playlist, that would basically put me at my goal. I know it sounds insane, but in a long ask, but if you're watching this, please go to my playlist. It is free. You'll help me out and I won't be homeless. So my goal is another 100 followers, and how I can get to that is if you guys like all of my videos, if you guys like my videos, comment. That boosts up the algorithm. And I know you guys have heard that before, but it's true. The algorithm is done by an AI and it's always changing, just like Instagram is. And people won't see my content and it won't be boosted up by YouTube if, you know, people aren't commenting and liking or watching them all the way through. And I know my channel is so new and this is what I want to do to be a good mother and not be homeless. Try not to cry again. But the more accounts that watch all of my playlists, basically the easier it is for me to get these watch hours. So that way I can start monetizing in some form or fashion. After I get to 500 followers, it basically benchmarks me and makes it so that way I don't lose like that 500 follower thing. So basically it locks me in at that 500 followers, that 3,000 watch hours. And then what I would need after that is my next benchmark. This is like the hardest one. My next benchmark, I would need to double my followers. So I would need, instead of 500 followers, I would need 1,000 total. And then I would need just 1,000 more watch hours. So I would need 4,000 total in order for me to become fully monetized, which means I can, the AI and like the algorithm will boost me up and see my content as something that people want to see. And that I can get paid like per view, like I think it's like a penny or something. And that eventually goes up by how many followers you have. So that in itself, if I get like, let's say $100 a month after I get monetized to the fullest extent, that's still gonna help me. And basically I would have to pay taxes on that. So that would be like $50 basically. I'm gonna just say 50%. 50 bucks is gonna help me drive back and forth wherever I need to go. Help me with gas, help me with groceries. I know it sounds like I'm begging everybody, but this is like so important, and that means I won't have to struggle to figure out where like if I get monetized, I can be a good mom, like a stay-at-home mom. I don't have to worry if my daughter is going to be poisoned. I don't have to worry if my daughter is going to be, you know, like sunburnt, you know, get cancer from some random lady. I don't have to worry that I'm gonna be homeless, amongst other things. Oh God, I'm trying not to cry. So if you, like I said, if all of my followers can go and just watch my playlist of all my videos, to help me boost up my watch hours to get to this first goal and lock me in, like, you have no idea. I will cry. I will get on a live and I will cry. This would mean so much to me. How I'm going to get there. Oh God, I need to pat my eyes before I continue because I'm still crying. How I plan on getting there. I know a lot of you guys love watching like my craft stuff and how I'm planning to save money. And as you guys know, it is insane right now. We're currently in a modern day recession. And I love finding ways to save money on like fashion, on, you know, sharing deals. And I'm thinking like once I go into like these places and find like sales that are going on, I think I'm gonna do a live and just share those with you, because it's hard for me to get on here. Hey, I went shopping and I did this, you know, this, that. And like Instagram is one thing, but like a lot of you guys aren't on my Instagram. And if you want to find out what that is, it's Amber Hope Styles. And I'm really trying to change that to just Amber Hope, like it is on my TikTok. So if you want to follow me there, you can. I haven't been posting because of just the madness going on since October. I over the past like 2 years have been, you know, coming up with content, but I have not been able to create the content because like her dad wasn't able to take her for the full amount of time. I was working, or, you know, all these other things, or sick, or just burnt out. And my goal for 2024 is to post, why is my camera moving? Is to post once a week. Starting this week. I have a amazing person that helps me edit my videos. The ones that I post about, like, you know, things I do, and like the treatments and things, and just kind of educating the public on all of that. She's been really a lifesaver for me, and I have not been able to do anything with her since October. I have a video coming out that I'm going to post. Oh, great, now the hiccups. Today, and it's a part 1 of me getting PDO threads done. So I know a lot of you guys have seen my Morpheus 8 vlog, y'all, not even just girls, y'all. I'm still asked about that. I still don't think it's worth it. I know it was kind of confusing for people on my video. They're like, so are you recommending it or not recommending it? I don't think it's worth it. I had Rachel Olsen, which is a makeup artist out in LA. If you're watching this, Rachel, like I said, I need to come out there again. She decided to get one done, and I was checking in on her, but I just don't think it's worth it. I really don't. The paint is astronomical, and I mean, if you want to see that, you know, go and check that out. It's like one of my highest rated videos right now, highest viewed. And after getting PDO threads done, I think that's a lot. I think that's worth it. And then what you can do for like texture or like your pores and like other collagen, I feel like you can like easily get like a hydrofacial or hydrofacials done, red light therapy, drinking collagen. There's so many other options out there than Morpheus 8, I feel like. And then I think PDO threads personally is a lot better. I enjoyed my experience. It was a little interesting at first, but the reason why I got Morpheus 8 done was because my eyelid was like over and like affecting my sight. It was like really pulled down and it was like resting like this. It was just odd. It's not as bad as it was. I do fully intend on doing another Morpheus 8. I mean, not Morpheus, PDO threads because this one didn't pull up enough. So I definitely need more done here. And I feel like I may just do another one here and here. I do want some threads here actually. And basically it's a mini facelift and it helps repair your collagen. I did notice a big difference even in this eye with the thread lift, but these ones broke and we had some issues because my daughter was, you know, sick and she was attacking my face basically, and it like broke some of my threads that I needed it the most on the side. You can have it done like a year after, but I am planning if I can getting it done sooner than that, and hopefully she'll allow me to, and maybe we can figure something out with you guys. But and yeah, anyway, so the PDO threads part 1 will be coming out today, if not tomorrow, because like I said, I have my Christmas party. I have gotten multiple requests from everybody, friends and everything, including asking, you know, everybody's trying to save money right now. Can you do grocery hauls and whatever? I have done those and they really didn't get the views, but they are on my playlist as well. And you can even scroll down, you can look at like healthy, budget friendly meals. If you want to see one of those, let me know. I can make those again. But I just don't really care to. Maybe I will this summer, you know, and how like I'm gonna save money. I will be posting about saving money on container gardening, how I'm doing that, like what I've been doing, what I have growing right now in the middle of winter in Iowa in my containers, and kind of doing it in a budget friendly way. I plan on, if I'm still here and I'm not homeless, I plan on having instead of using buckets, which I'm currently using right now, I'm going to get this get or make a big like rectangle box, and then I want a lattice right here. If not, I want a lattice that goes like up and over, and I feel like I might do that because I want peas, and I want the peas to kind of grow up and over, and I can just pick those. And I also want tomatoes, and tomatoes, you can't plant tomatoes in the same pot if they didn't work out, so you have to like mix everything together. So right now, currently in 3 of these buckets, I have garlic that I'm growing. And then another one I have is onion that I was given by a mutual friend that I had before. And bless her heart, she's still sending me stuff. So that is my plan, and how I'm going to get this container, because my landlord said I could garden, but I just feel like if I had like a box style outside the house, and I am watching kids at that point, they can help me and I can teach, you know, how to garden and, you know, getting their hands dirty and all that stuff. And then have some like shade with the lattice going over at the top. And I'm talking like, so it'd be like, here's the box, and then have like a lattice going this way, and then build onto it and have another one like this and like that. And that will provide some shade for the plants underneath, kind of, because it gets really hot right outside here. But I plan on doing more tomatoes, lots of peas, different kinds of peas, and I will be utilizing my buckets. If not, I will be doing 2 of those rectangular things. And then I do want to do strawberries as well. And I will not be doing pumpkin again this year. Found out orb spiders love pumpkins. Ain't doing it. I ain't doing no spiders. No sir, no ma'am, no. No. And so I want to take you guys along with that when it comes to that, so that way that can be helpful. I will start that in March because you do want to start your seed growing in March, end of March, so that way it can like get bigger by the time you plant them. But we can go into that later. So March, we'll be starting to talk about like gardening stuff. So that will be a video. And I will probably create another playlist for that. And I'll talk about like that once a month, once a month. And then canning, a lot of you guys have been talking about canning, that you want me to show you guys like what I'm doing and how I'm saving money with that. If I find a deal that I highly suggest, I will put that in this live, like, and I will title it grocery saving or something, or grocery sale or something. So that way you guys can see that and click on it, or Mandarin Orange sale or whatever, and where I'm at. So that way you guys can know and like go check it out ASAP. There's so many different things you can. If you don't have a pressure canner, highly suggested. Don't buy one used, buy one new. There are things on Amazon. You can even do like an Amazon payment. It is worth the investment. I would love to buy a freeze dryer eventually to show how to do dehydrated milk and like freeze dried milk and other things like that, because during a recession like this we all need it, and it'd be a great opportunity for you to help with like your friends and family and stuff like that. It's a couple of $1,000s, but that's just a goal of mine. So I will show like what I'm doing for canning and simple meals and stuff like that. I know a lot of you guys, I'm getting so many notifications. I know a lot of you guys have reached out to me personally, either in like a DM or Instagram or Facebook, or commenting about organization and pantry clean out. So I'm gonna do because I'm still going through that. I'm going to make it a thing once a month, somewhere in there, along with doing all this. And maybe I'll start a mini series with the organization, and that's probably what I'm going to have to do, because I'm going room by room. So I'm going to do a pantry clean out. I have done a pantry clean out before over here. Oh my god, it hurts to do my neck. My pantry is a multifunctional space, and I really need to get that under control, because I do have 2 Maine Coon cats, and their litter box is actually in there, so that way I can like close it. So when it comes to like pantry, I have like lots of odds and ends. I don't have any food in there. It has my canning stuff and things like that, and I really want to kind of figure out a different placement and place for that stuff. So I want to go through basically all of my cupboards and just open them and see what I use and don't use, and get rid of and declutter basically my entire kitchen. And so I want to do like a cupboard clean out organization. I'm writing this down. And I want to do a bathroom closet clean out / organization, because everybody's bathroom closets or hallway closets are, and I have 2 deep and wide closets in the bathroom. The big and wide one is actually solely for my daughter's clothes and like all of her stuff, and I honest to goodness need to go through that. It's bad. I already had my friend go through my closet, because if I were to go through it, I would keep everything in my own closet. But there are things in there that I still want to donate and get rid of, and so we're gonna probably do that. So I'm gonna do bedroom organization, and in addition to that, you guys are gonna come with me
and I'm going to go through my mini storage unit. So you can do this at home in like your garage or a storage unit. I have 2 storage units, one back home that Colton and I are using, and I have to go through all that and get rid of it. So I'm going to vlog all that in addition, so that way we can get rid of it. The one outside here is like, it is probably like 4 or 5 feet wide by 4 or 5 feet this way. So it's like, it looks like a big closet, but it's really tall. So I can fit like those big totes. I can fit 2.5 of those like sideways like that. And it is literally stacked with like decorations, Christmas stuff. I'm going to go through my storage unit and I will be sharing how I do that. That is going to be more towards spring, because that's my plan. That's if I'm not homeless by then. Because I feel like everybody has these places, and if they don't, they have something similar. Like me, I'm renting a townhome apartment. And I really want to, get rid of all this stuff and just declutter. I don't need all this stuff. I'm really going to be thinking in my head, like how and what I need. And I'll kind of lay out like what I do and what I plan on doing and what like my thought process is, with that. So that way you guys aren't like, what is she doing? Why is she just getting rid of a bunch of stuff? Because I feel like we all just gain so much clutter and then we just shove it into like these cracks and crevices. Like, what is this? My daughter made this for daycare. It's a monkey. And she doesn't even remember she has it. So that's one in the trash. I have a whole bag of her stuff. This is her head right here that she has for daycare. I don't know. I need to get rid of this, but it's like, what am I going to use this for? Nothing. Just a whole bag over here of stuff I need to go through. And her toys, like she doesn't play with a lot of her toys. So I want to kind of rotate her toys out and kind of go through some of it and take some of it away. So that way she doesn't get overwhelmed, because I feel like she is getting overwhelmed. So it'll also be like a toy area video, because I got her a sensory table and I don't have anywhere to put it, because she has stuff since she was born out laying around, and when she sees it, as you know, kids, they want to play with everything. And I can't like hide it from her. So I really want to make room in this place if I'm not homeless by then, and just kind of reorganize and do all of this on a very, very, very minimal and strict budget. So all of this stuff is going to come from either Temu or Walmart or the Dollar Tree, not Dollar General, the Dollar Tree. And I feel like all the Dollar Trees are just different. I might go to a Dollar General, but like I can find stuff on Amazon. So I'm really going to try and, do it as cheaply as I can. I'm going to surf through Temu. I'm going to surf through Amazon. I'm going to surf through Walmart.com. I'm going to, and kind of peruse things. And, if I find a good deal, like I said, I'll put it on live and say, I'm going to add this to, or like kitchen gadgets for sale, or, whatever. I'm going to put it in the title saying for kitchen video or for organizational products or whatever. I did have a Amazon storefront, but I wasn't active with all the stuff that I have going on. In addition, like I was driving up and down from Minnesota. I didn't tell you guys this, but my mom was diagnosed with 2 forms of different types of cancer this summer. And so I really wanted to spend extra time with her summer through fall, just in case anything happened with her. And what is it? On Monday, she goes through a full week of chemo radiation. So I'm really hoping that doesn't like weaken her immune system. It's been stressful. So anyway, I digress. Here we are. So here's just some videos that I already have planned. And I'm hoping to do all this and do a live. I want to do a live with like a kid's craft for Valentine's Day. And I do eventually want to tell you guys about a few things that have happened in my life that you guys might find interesting, and like with Valentine's Day and how it started. If you know the real reason, like it used to call it Bloody Valentine. My family has a odd tie to Al Capone, the mobster. My grandpa's dad, so my great grandpa, passed away. He was 94, 95, 98, somewhere around that. Nice, I can't remember. My senior year in 2007. I didn't even know he existed. Didn't know anything about him. I didn't know my grandpa had a brother until I was like graduating. They were really trying to keep that kind of hush hush, but about my great grandpa, never met him ever before, and now I know why. I'd love to do a little chat on live and kind of talk about like my grandpa and my great grandpa and my great uncle and my dad and all of that, and how we ended up from California to Minnesota. So if you know anything about Al Capone, they were all out in California and some came to Minnesota. So you'll know why once I do a video. So I do plan on doing a video on that, and then kind of like what I know and what kind of deep diving I can do, because I think that's so interesting. So I may do a Q&A with my mom, or my, see if my uncle can hop on, my great uncle can hop on a live. I do want to travel out there. He did say that we could go out there and stay there. And yeah, I want to share this story because I think it's so interesting, and I do think I really need my own like book or reality show, because I don't think anybody would believe me. So I'm happy I got some videos kind of brainstorming here. I will be doing some beauty saving things and kind of what I'm doing to live a more cleaner life. I want to kind of rid a lot of toxins without being too obsessive about it, and just kind of go back to like more of a natural thing. I was talking to the Progressive Collision person on the phone yesterday, and she was even talking about that stuff and what their doctor recommended for them and her mom that had cancer. Long story, but their family did the same thing that I'm doing. So it is interesting. So I just kind of want to go over, some of those stuff, and hopefully it helps other people, and hopefully these things help you guys like, find inspiration or enjoyment. You guys, I'm worn out. I've been talking to you guys for over an hour, but I have to clean. I have to do laundry before I get going to this Christmas party. I was gonna I was gonna go run and do stuff beforehand, but I really need to get some of this cleaning done because I can't do it when Adeline is here. Oh, my neck hurts so bad. I can't move it like this. That's as far as I can bend it. Yep, that's as far as I can go. I can lean forward. I can feel it down the middle of my spine, just like straight back. And it hurts. That's as far as I can go down. That's as far as I can go up. So, and I can't get adjusted either because that might kill me with my spine issue, with stenosis and bone spurs and everything. Anyways, you guys, this has been a long live. Thank you all for watching my cable knit blanket series. I had so much fun doing that, and the people that I made the blankets for, they loved them. And I want to do a cable knit hat one because I know a few people reached out to me and they're like, oh, I'd love that. And I tried to find the knitting needles for it. And that's also another reason why I want to get going, because I want to clean all this stuff and find those knitting needles. They are hard to find that size. I even checked Amazon. No. The one that I found was not adjustable, and it was more for like shawls and stuff. So you have to have like the circle. Anyway, I digress. And once I find that, I will be doing it. I don't care if it's spring or summer, I will be making a hat. I'd like to continue that. And I have a lot of yarn that I want to use up and not get rid of. So yeah, I'm going to be writing these down because I will be filming these on Saturdays. And I really, Tuesdays or Saturdays, and I really want to nail all these out. So I have them pending for you guys to view and already lined up in my YouTube, like I said, at least once a week. That is my plan, to post these videos. And I'm hoping to start posting on Fridays and not Saturdays, or even Mondays, because I feel like Monday, nobody posts on Monday anymore. And I want to just kind of start posting at least, like I said, once a week for the next like 3 months. And I want to just kind of nail all this out. And like I said, I have 1,500 watch hours that I need to get done. So if you guys could please go to my playlist, Saving in Style playlist, and just let it play. You have to keep it on and going. Even if you don't want to listen to the whole thing, press mute or, you know, something, and then let it play when you sleep or whatever. But all those watch hours would help me get to the next phase, and I won't lose them, you know, while I'm trying to make these other videos. I mean, like I said, this would be such a lifesaver. If I can somehow find daycare in this daycare shortage, and I'm worn out from crying. I'm worn out from everything, you guys. So it's gonna be a wild ride. I'm gonna put all this down in a planner. And that planner I will also post in my video once I start organization and like filming everything. I have to go through my phone and delete a lot of videos and images, and I have to put everything on a what is it called? Like a storage thing, a backup thing, because my storage has run out. So that's another thing I gotta do. Amongst pay bills and everything before I leave. So I really have to go. I really have to rush, but let me know if you guys did do the playlist. Let me know if you watched the playlist, and I can shout you guys out and thank you personally. Yeah, I think that would mean so much to me, and just liking and commenting. I know it seems like a hassle and people say it all the time, but yeah, I think it would be just amazing if you guys would love to help me out. I'm exhausted mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and I'm still leaning on the good old Lord above, because he knows all, he plans all. And if you're watching this far, I'm going to let you in on a secret. I don't want to give up on this because it costs money to do. A few months ago, I turned in a manuscript for a children's book. And if you don't know anything about processing a book, it costs a lot of money. And I would love to, you know, have that going with the powers that be, and, you know, leave it in God's hands. And this book is all about having children continue to use their imagination and not be afraid to play and continue to be a kid. And it was just basically allowing a kid to be a kid and saying that that's okay, and they can continue to use their imagination even when they're sleeping and dreaming of all these things. And
the illustrations are going to look similar to Rugrats meets Junie B. Jones books. And I'm hoping and praying that, if I can get monetized with YouTube, that I can like go through with that process, either, publish by myself or, with the company that I would like to go through. But either way, it's going to cost a couple $1,000s. And I really enjoy that stuff. I really love being creative and I'm really good at it. And I really love kids. So hopefully I can get that going. And when I do get that ball rolling, that will be another video coming for you guys in 2024. And I would love to just kind of document that whole process for and with you guys. And I'll be checking out my mentors group she's been my mentor since like before I even moved down here, many years. And she is inviting us over to do to just visit and next weekend. And she has her book club that they started next weekend as well. And I would really love to drop in on that and maybe kind of record some of that with you guys, share with you guys. Oh my god, my nose itches now. I'm sorry, but I shouldn't have moved my head that fast, but thank you for sticking in here with me and calming me down and all those things. I appreciate you all for sticking in there with me and just allowing me to vent and share my goals with you guys. And hopefully you guys watch my playlists and I can start monetizing a little bit, and that can help with paying my bills. So that way I don't end up homeless with my daughter. But anyway, I better get going so I can finish cleaning before I go to this shindig. And yeah, love you guys. I hope you guys stay safe and mentally well and spiritually well and all those things. And hopefully you guys can find ways to save money for your family and or for yourself in this hard time. And yeah, I appreciate you for just being here and watching this far and getting to hear just kind of like what God has been holding me up for, in the spiritual world and everything that I'm going through. And I don't want to falter. My middle name is Hope, and I don't want to give up hope. And I don't want to lose my faith. So love you guys. Take care and see you guys soon, okay? If I only could get out of this thing. I don't know what I'm doing on YouTube. Oh my god. How do I end these things? Hold on. You guys gotta help me out here. I don't know what I'm doing.